I don't want to miss a moment. I did not realize there is so much going on with that. Bro. What is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with a new video. Today, taking a look at the day one highlights of the F1 preseason test in Bahrain. I need you guys to let me know if this means that like Bahrain is the first location that they're doing F1 racing at. Because I know it's coming up. I know it's coming up. But I wasn't quite sure if that meant it was coming up like legitimately there was a race this weekend. Which you know what? We're gonna take the time to look. You know, I don't need you guys to tell me that. F1 Bahrain race. When is the race? March the 20th. Oh, so it's 9 days away. So not this Sunday, but the next Sunday is when Bahrain the race is. So they're just F1 drivers are really just there for the entire week, just chilling. That's nutty to me. That's absolutely crazy to me. But anyway, we're gonna take a look today at the day one highlights from the F1 channel. Obviously, let me know your guys' thoughts, what you guys saw that was amazing, what you guys saw that wasn't, maybe something that the F1 team missed here. But yeah, it's good to be back with F1. We had a Champions League video put out yesterday, so a little bit of football still sprinkled in there, but F1 still the focus here. Let's get into the video. As well, guys, you can find the original video down in the description below.
F1 was back with a bang in Bahrain as pre-season testing got underway under the sun in Sakhir. The brightest engineering minds in the world had been busy in the 2 weeks since Barcelona, with many
I will not have you guys watch this without it being the best of the qualities. The best of quality. That fixed. Actually, perfect still image. Nobody ever explained to me what these are. What are these things? What are these things on the tires? Like, are they there to like gauge tire pressure, like wind going off of it, like wind ferocity, stuff like that? I don't know. I'm just shooting the shit on that, whatever that is. But yeah, tell me what that is, because I have no clue what that is.
cars catching the eye with their ingenious new concepts. By far the biggest talking point up and down the pit lane was the radical change to Mercedes side pods, or the lack of them. The car driven by Lewis Hamilton and George Russell looked strikingly different to the one that was tested 2 weeks ago.
Are you serious?
Only time will tell if the record 8-time world champions have found something special in their diminutive new bodywork. Hamilton quietly went about his data-gathering business on day one, clocking up an impressive 62 laps in the morning session, despite some worrisome-looking porpoising down the main straight. And
okay, so the porpoising is still around. Listen, I hate it. I hate it. It's disgusting. The car just literally looks like it's like bouncing along, going nearly 200 miles an hour. That doesn't make any sense.
His first real go in his new look car, the 1.85-meter Englishman reported an issue with space in the cockpit.
Ooh. Please keep an eye on punch pedal. Seemed awfully close on the knees.
Russell was still pushing the limits of the new W13 though, locking up into turn 1
Russell's a little too tall.
Wide at turn 10. Mercedes weren't the only ones porpoising, and a plethora of teams found their drivers bouncing down the main straight. AlphaTauri's Pierre Gasly doing his best impression of being at a heavy metal concert. The Aston Martin looked like a tricky beast to tame too.
Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell that's gonna be a thing for the F1 season. That you have to fix that. Listen, I don't know if you guys, it looks funny, but I think it's actually like a bad look for the sport. It just doesn't make any, the man is bouncing, bro.
Both Sebastian Vettel and Lance Stroll having huge lockups. Stroll even managed to dislodge the aero rakes off his AMR 22, spraying debris across the circuit and causing a red flag. The new look livery on the Alfa Romeo made its on-track debut, the C43 sporting a striking new steeped front wing.
Dude, I actually think that car looks so good.
Apart from a small issue that caused Guan Yu Zhou to stop at the pit entrance, the reliability woes from Barcelona seemed under control, and Valtteri Bottas really impressed. The Finn was keen to make up for lost time, and clocked a solid 66 laps in the afternoon session, powering around the Sakhir circuit to finish P7 in the overall lap times. Bottas gave us our first taste of the closer wheel-to-wheel racing set for 2022, chasing down Alex Albon's Williams through the final few corners and making a pass at the end of the main straight.
Is that allowed?
And Alpine's
for
Fernando
testing?
Alonso was looking
Wait,
racing.
that's allowed in testing? F1 is dirty. And you know what? F1 is legit. It is 110% legit because I did not you're just practicing. You're just out there trying to get laps and get stuff done. I did not realize you could legitimately pass other people that are trying to do the same thing. Oh, that's so sick.
Two. The Spaniard squabbling with Stroll down into turn 1 and battling all the way through the winding complex of turns 2, 3 and 4. Ferrari were ever present near the top of the timesheets, with Charles Leclerc at the 4, setting the fastest time in the morning session of a 1:34.531. Carlos Sainz continued the Scuderia's impressive form, working on long runs in the afternoon before bolting on the medium compound C3 tyres to move 2/10 ahead.
So Ferrari's looking good.
But as the sun went down and track temperatures dropped, Gasly put in a flurry of blistering laps to knock the Ferrari pair off their perch. The Frenchman set a time of 1:33.902 to leave his AlphaTauri over half a second clear of the field.
Even the Red Bull
after a grueling 103 laps. After the top 3 came Lance Stroll, a further 2/10 behind. Alex Albon was P5 in his FW44, completing over 100 laps, despite a hairy moment with a steering issue which left him stuck in the garage for the final hour. McLaren's morning began with a last-minute driver swap, Lando Norris substituting for an under-the-weather Daniel Ricciardo. Norris, with brake issues, finished down in P6. Bottas and Sebastian Vettel were in P7 and P8 respectively, followed by Russell and Red Bull's Sergio Perez. The Mexican had a strong day, completing a mammoth 138 laps, which could have been more, but for an awkward incident which ended in the gravel. Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso and Esteban Ocon all followed, with Guan Yu Zhou.
Lewis Hamilton at 11?
Freight delays had left Haas garage-bound for the morning session as mechanics raced to build the car. But when test driver Pietro Fittipaldi eventually took the VF22 for a ride in the afternoon, he could only manage 15th fastest, 3.5 seconds off the pace. With 5 drivers yet to take to the Sakhir circuit and the development race running hot, there's plenty more to come as we see the world's best drivers adapt to these incredible new machines.
I don't want to miss a moment. I did not realize there is so much going on with that. Bro. Haas is so screwed. Their team is so screwed. Which, by the way, I don't even know who the new driver is. I think we have a video on that as well coming today, because you guys gotta educate me on who he is, what he used to do in F1, all this history. That's what I love about learning F1 is like to learn new, like Alex Albon too. I don't even know who that is. I gotta look him up. I gotta do my research. We gotta do a video on him. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the first day of preseason testing. I think day 2 is currently going on as we speak. So we will eventually do a video on that. Obviously, where I'm at, St. Patrick's Day is literally celebrated tomorrow, so it's going to be an absolute nutty the next 24 to 48 hours. Hoping to have videos recorded for the weekend. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.